Mr. Chako and Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad.
This and I have done
now
it
you
with
see,
full
I'll have
sense
to
of
otherwise
responsibility.
say, like the Lok Sabha Speaker does, I'll have to stand up and say that I am on my legs. But I am afraid that since you do not physically see me standing on my legs, you won't
please
listen.
don't cover your legs.
Now,
I only wanted the nation to know through you.
I just want to say one thing. I think what the nation knows, one second, is that all the parties represented on the News Hour tonight, Congress, BJP and Derek O'Brien's Trinamool Congress. I think Mr. Chako will also agree that all three of you will come together on one subject, which is so supremely ironical, that you will all come together because you don't want to tell the people of this country where you get your money from, where you get your funds from. You will come together to bring an amendment to the RTI Act to keep political parties out of the ambit of the RTI.
No,
you don't. Okay, no. Go ahead.
No.
Okay.
No.
You are moving to a new subject.
1 second, Mr. Chako, 1 minute. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, Derek O'Brien. So you're against it.
1 minute. First, I want to make a point because I saw this. I saw this match happening now between the Congress and the BJP, and all your viewers saw what was happening for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. The Congress and the BJP were going hammer and tongs at each other, and that's why I think the time is right now to get into an election and choose a non-Congress, non-BJP government where all these regional parties will not be slanging it out like this, what was happening just now between Mr. Prasad and Mr. Chako. Now is the time for this country to decide and take a big decision a few months from now. And on the RTI, we have a very clear position on the RTI.
You can only support the Congress after the election, Derek. You cannot go to BJP.
No, don't tell us who we can
support the Congress. This is all your
we are not supporting Congress.
Where is the number?
Mr. Chako, don't live in dreamland. If it's a question of supporting, we will decide whose support to take. So don't talk about us supporting anybody, please. When I mean us means I mean a cluster of regional parties with nationalist aspirations. On the RTI or no, on the RTI,
Derek, we know the political reality. Can you go with BJP?
Cannot make own rules for themselves.
No, he's asking you.
So,
one second.
Sharing the financial information with the election commission.
Derek O'Brien, see, what's Derek O'Brien, you have a choice tonight, right? Now, either we say that because, you're very keen to have elections now, which could be because you are seeing your graph slip slowly, from a situation where you could have got 28, 29 MPs to say about 22 as per the present prognosis. And, you've also seen the left, 1 second, you also seen the left graph rise. And I believe that you were on an opinion poll program a few days back where that was reflected. Now you see, Mr. Derek O'Brien. Now the thing is that allow me to complete just 1 minute, please, Mr. Derek. You see, now you see, either you say today that because we want an early election, if you want an early election, you can tell the people of this country which side you're on, because you have to be on either one side unless you say Mamata Banerjee is going to be the Prime Minister, or you decide that between now and May there should be no legislation, no government of any kind.
No.
But you see, you can't continue like that.
I'll answer both your questions. You've asked me the question, I'll answer both. Before I answer your prognosis of 22 or 25 seats, all your prognosis is totally wrong, like most of these channels.
Really?
After the Panchayat.
Really, I thought it was on the basis of our prognosis that you were making some observations about forming an alternative government last Monday. Derek O'Brien, how does your own prognosis change in 7 days? I can show you back your own tape.
Arnob, 1 second. Arnob, let me finish. The Panchayat elections is an absolute clean sweep for Trinamool in Bengal. Have no doubt about that. Please have no doubt about that. And let me tell...
No, why are you in a hurry to have an election now? Are you afraid that you will lose out if you wait till May?
I am a spokesperson of my party. I am not the parliamentary board of my party. But the party has decided one thing I can tell you. We are going at it alone, without the Congress, against the CPM, against the BJP, against the Congress. We are fighting it alone. And after these Panchayat results, we are even more convinced, Arnob,
I have one suggestion.
that we will fight the elections.
I have one suggestion. I wonder if you'll take it. Now, I know that there are parliamentary proceedings, but why don't you do this? No, Ravi Shankar Prasad and P.C. Chako. You have 2 hours of hearty debate. Right? You extend your 0 hour, you continue a hearty debate, televise it, you debate these issues. Then you divide parliament time 50-50. And for 50% of the time, Ravi Shankar Prasad debate on the legislation. That's all. Because I don't see any reason why there should be a disruption at 11 o'clock and no work done till 5 o'clock. And I think it is patently unfair on the people of this country, Mr. Prasad, and the same middle class whose vote you are hoping to get, to see parliamentarians get paid without doing any money, to see so much money being wasted, this infrastructure being wasted. You know, it's unfair, Mr. Prasad, to see parliamentarians go home at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock or 12:30. Because we subsidize this parliament.
You're right,
Or no,
Arnav, I agree.
We subsidize this parliament.
Or no,
I fully agree
quite
with you.
see the weight of your point. We will have to understand that as parliamentarians, the country, the people, the younger people expect something different from us. Again, just to reiterate, Parliament has two functions. One is legislation, and equally for opposition, the right and duty on behalf of the people of the country to hold the government of the day accountable.
Yeah, but
That
divide
job
your
is
time
equally
50-50.
ours. Today we have started Uttarakhand. Today we have decided to have a debate on Uttarakhand. It was started. Then the whole on the issue of Telangana, it had to be stopped. I'm sure the government will do something tomorrow to ensure that the House functions. As I told you, I'm very keen to initiate the debate on the company bill. Many of the legislations are there. We will try to raise an issue on the Chinese aggression, what happened in
Absolutely.
Jalalabad, the state of
Absolutely.
economy, the sliding rupee in comparison to dollar.
Yeah, because I
and
hope-
about the whole issue of
Yeah,
IB and CBI turf
I
war.
hope so.
All these things are equally important issue which would like to raise. Therefore, I wish full cooperation. But Mr. Chako, please handle your inner party affairs properly, that the House functions.
Ravi Shankar Prasad ji, all these issues which you have enumerated, we are fully for that. We are ready for a discussion on all these subjects.
Yeah.
There is no single subject which you have mentioned for which we are not ready.
I'm
but
glad.
At the same time, we consider that 75% of the people of this country should get subsidized food. Food security bill is before us. Can you not agree on that ground that this is the most important and item
Well,
of
if it-
priority?
well,
Can we not
we-
discuss? Are we against any of the subjects which you have said? None of the issues which
If
you
it
have
was so
raised, we are
important,
against.
Mr.
We fully agree
Chako,
with
then why did you do nothing for 9.5 years after first initially making the promise? That's the only question. You know, you are showing all this, you are showing this keenness after 9.5 years. What were you doing for the last 9.5 years? One second,
no,
Mr.
no.
Prasad is rebutting you. That's
No,
the
we
last rebut on the
started
program
discussion.
tonight.
We introduced the bill and we
Arnav,
started
my very
discussing the last
simple
Lok
question
Sabha,
to the
what
very
happened,
esteemed
you
Mr.
remember
Chako is
now.
this.
And
Mr.
this has
Chako,
been
just
on
a
the
minute.
cards.
Mr.
This
Chako,
has
just
been
a
our
minute.
request.
Mr. Chako, in 2009, your government, Sonia Ji and Manmohan Singh included, promised on re-election that inflation price rise will be controlled in 100 days. Corruption will be controlled in 150 days. Now it is close to 5 years we are nearing. Neither inflation has been controlled, the corruption is well known. Therefore, you do bring the bill, but the mere instrument of a legislation cannot become a substitute for governance, for people's plight,
And I
for
think-
price rise, for unemployment and corruption. That's how I see it.
And I think Mr. Prasad, Mr. Chako and Derek O'Brien will all agree with me that it is quite tragic that day one of Parliament, the headline is Parliament disrupted and Sachin Tendulkar attends the Rajya Sabha. Both are, you know, quite ironic, because I'm sure that we can have something more substantial from Parliament than a silent Sachin Tendulkar listening to what's happening in the Rajya Sabha. I don't think that's the purpose of Parliament. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We hope it's going to
But
be a more
state
productive...
disrupted by congressmen.
Well, absolutely. And Sachin Tendulkar watches
Say
in
that also.
silence. Well,
Congress
I-
self-goal.
well, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on the debate tonight. Thank you.